You know what a TV crush is? It's when
Oh yeah.
you see someone on TV, you probably haven't met them yet, but you just have this like little crush on them. You
Uh-huh.
were 100% my TV crush when this show was on.
Stop
I
it.
was in love with you.
A vintage moment from 2016 has resurfaced online showing Kristin Cavallari attempting to charm a much younger-looking Travis Kelce, and the whole thing feels incredibly uncomfortable to watch now that everyone knows how his story unfolds. Back then, Kristin was riding high from her reality television fame and found herself sitting across from the NFL player openly admitting he was her celebrity crush during his short-lived dating program. The show was called Catching Kelce, and it was one of those attempts at finding romance through reality TV that people mostly forgot about until now. Jump ahead to today, and that same football star has become part of pop culture history as the fiancé of Taylor Swift, who basically rules the entertainment world, so revisiting Kristin's flirtatious attempts feels wildly different in hindsight. Social media users have been calling it everything from painfully awkward to accidentally hilarious. Scrolling through reactions, you can sense everyone collectively cringing. During their conversation, Kristin wasn't holding back with the compliments and leaning forward with exaggerated interest, while Travis seemed to be doing that thing where guys try to stay polite, but internally they're planning their escape route. He responded with vague comments about needing time to really know someone before committing, which is basically athlete speak for let's absolutely not pursue this. Kristin kept pushing, asking about instant chemistry, while Travis clearly wanted to find the quickest exit. Meanwhile, there's buzz that Taylor is developing a film project inspired by Shakespeare's most famous tragic romance, but with a modern spin based on her relationship with the football star. Sources suggest she's been personally writing the screenplay, possibly while drinking herbal tea and contemplating contemporary heartbreak. The concept apparently involves big dramatic emotions, poetic suffering, and enough references to her real-life romance to send her fan base into a frenzy. However, skeptics are already sharpening their criticism, suggesting this might be taking self-reflection a bit too far. Some worry it could feel less like timeless cinema and more like an extended behind-the-scenes documentary. Reports indicate she's drawing influence from the Leonardo DiCaprio version of the Shakespearean classic, which was all sparkle and intensity. Imagine that aesthetic, but add football game highlights, handmade jewelry, and possibly a supporting role for Travis's mother. If she's not careful, this could end up feeling overly personal rather than universally relatable. While Taylor crafts her theatrical interpretation, it seems her real-life leading man is experiencing his own dramatic struggles. Word has it Travis is beginning to feel overwhelmed by the constant celebrity attention. The endless scrutiny and relentless public interest are apparently wearing him down. People close to the situation claim his typical relaxed demeanor is starting to show cracks under all that pressure. The fame increase from dating one of the world's biggest stars has essentially become another full-time responsibility he didn't necessarily anticipate. Between continuous public appearances, podcast guest spots, and being attached to someone followed by millions, he barely gets any downtime. Sources say he's feeling like things are slipping beyond his control, not in a complete breakdown sense, but more in a frustrated athlete way. During a recent match, spectators noticed him displaying unusual anger-slamming equipment and looking generally stressed, which is uncommon for someone usually known for being upbeat and engaging with fans through social media. When he's suddenly throwing his gear around, people definitely take notice. Speaking of individuals connected to Taylor's past projects, Scott Eastwood recently shared a throwback story about how he ended up in one of her music videos back in 2015. Apparently, he received an unexpected phone call from Taylor herself, asking if he'd star in the visual for Wildest Dreams. Imagine relaxing at home and suddenly getting contacted by one of music's biggest names. Naturally, he assumed it was a joke because who expects that kind of direct outreach? Reportedly, he answered asking which Taylor was calling, which might be the last time anyone responded that way. Once he realized it was genuinely the superstar inviting him to be her romantic counterpart in the video, he immediately agreed without hesitation. That's how audiences got one of her most visually stunning videos, featuring an old Hollywood aesthetic, complete with desert landscapes, intense gazes, and dramatic scenery. In the video, Taylor and Scott portrayed lovers filming a movie within the music video, creating layers of storytelling. Years later, while promoting his recent romantic film, Scott admitted he had no clue how significant that video would become. His current colleagues actually got excited on set when they discovered he was the guy from that famous video. One coworker even called her mother in amazement. Shifting to someone else with opinions about the Taylor-Travis situation, rapper 50 Cent recently made some bold comments about Travis's previous relationship with Kayla Nicole, and he wasn't subtle about it. During an interview discussing Taylor mentioning him on her latest album, specifically a track referencing the early 2000s when his music dominated, he acknowledged the reference was flattering, since nobody was bigger in music during that era. If you're not following this already, make sure to subscribe because things are about to get even more interesting. Then the conversation turned to Taylor and Travis as a couple, and that's when things got pointed. When asked his thoughts, he reportedly smiled mischievously and said something implying this current relationship is significantly better than what Travis had before, basically taking a direct shot at his ex-girlfriend. The internet immediately understood who he meant. Fans called it typical behavior from someone who's had public disputes with numerous celebrities, so commenting on an athlete's past relationship seems relatively tame for him. Meanwhile, Kayla has been posting motivational content on social media, seemingly taking the mature approach. Switching gears, Taylor recently demonstrated her ability to bring people together online this time, involving the Backstreet Boys. Nick Carter posted a dance video featuring a fan-created mix combining everybody with a track from Taylor's newest album. The Backstreet Boys tagged Taylor, expressing their appreciation, and within hours she jumped into the comments with enthusiastic all-caps energy like she just witnessed something incredible. Social media immediately went wild with fans demanding an official collaboration. People were already calling it the year's best song before it even existed. The fan who originally created the mashup has probably seen their content explode with thousands of new videos proving, once again, how Taylor's fan base can make anything go viral. Even a boy band member doing casual dance moves. The timing works perfectly since the group is currently doing their Las Vegas residency while Taylor wraps up promotion for her album and reportedly plans her highly anticipated wedding. If these pop music forces actually collaborate, it could create a nostalgic collision between different eras that the internet would absolutely embrace. Hit subscribe if you want more celebrity stories like these. That wraps up everything happening in this wild, interconnected celebrity universe where vintage clips resurface at the most. Inconvenient Times screenplays get written about real relationships, famous athletes, struggle with sudden fame levels, rappers, throw casual shade at exes and boy bands accidentally spark. Collaboration demands through fan-made remixes. The entertainment world continues, spinning with Taylor Swift somehow at the center of most of these converging storylines, whether she's reacting to decades-old flirtation attempts, developing film projects, inspired by classic literature, watching her partner navigate, overwhelming attention getting praised by hip-hop legends, or fangirling over nostalgic pop groups. If nothing else, it proves that celebrity culture in 2025 operates like an endless multiverse where past, present, and future constantly intersect in unexpected ways.